Yeah, just really proud of how we figured out how to, it's a game of runs. We talk about that all the time, and, to be able to win on the road in the conference is always really tough. And, we dropped a tough one at Central Florida and was basically in the same position, in the same situation, but we had a little more time on the clock. So just was really proud of how we was able to handle adversity. I mean, we were down by 10 in the second half and came back, and then the game was kind of back and forth. And, different people stepped up at different times. Nikia Goins was huge for us. She, as I said earlier, had been nursing her ankle and trying to get better. But I really believe this was a big game that we needed her to step up, and she did, and showed that senior leadership. And Antoinette didn't play great in the first half, but boy, she made some huge plays down toward the stretch. Made a big shot, but also defensively for her to, at the end, to guard without fouling and being able to knock the ball out of bounds off the, So it just says a lot about how we're growing and being in a situation where we can learn how to finish, and I think that's what it's all about.
Did you guys expect a close one at USF last night? I know they're kind of down this year compared to past years.
Yeah, I mean, Jose's a great team, and they're an NCAA team no matter what. They have some injuries, and I know have been going through some things, but when you've established that culture and you know how to win, and going on anyone's home court in this league is also always hard to find a victory.
That's 2 straight road wins now for your team, and as you said, that's very difficult to do. That just seems to kind of, again, I think show the growth and where this team is headed right now.
Well, I think our leadership is starting to grow also too. Not only myself and the coaching staff talking about what we have to do to be able to make sure we take care of business and just take game by game. And I think that's been talked about even when they're not with us. And I think that's growing our culture also too. And I think that's something that they're excited about and we're excited about, and we're just going to keep working and fighting every single day to get better.
How do you prepare as a coach and prepare your team for a challenge like UConn?
Mm-hmm. Well, I think the most important thing, again, you just have to prep for that game, and we got to go back and, staff and I, that's what we've been doing, and looking at those first 20 minutes, because the first 20 minutes of that game was not good for us. We turned the ball over a lot, did a lot of things that we got to make sure we eliminate, and they're a great team. I mean, and so we got to find those little goals for ourselves as a team to make sure we're taking care of the basketball, making sure we're getting the right shots, not taking bad shots and letting them turn into easy baskets on the other end, and then just making sure that we're focused and locked in to do what we need to do.
How much of that preparation is going to be watching them tonight at Louisville, big game?
I think I believe everybody probably in the country will be watching that game. But I think that'll be something that's really good for us to be able to see that, but also to go back and look and, like I said, to see what we did against them and what we need to make sure that we're doing way better with the things that we have to do to be able to compete, and that's the biggest thing.
It seems like the team's playing kind of with a new level of confidence now, maybe even compared to the start of conference play, and maybe more just a quiet confidence. They really seem to believe in themselves no matter what situation they're in, and we saw that last night at USF.
Well, I said this before, and I've been saying this, and I think as a head coach, this is what you want. I think your team should take on your personality, and I think that they're really growing and trying to grow into that and be everything that this staff and I are asking them to be. But you're right. When you're in different situations, you grow, and you grow, out of losses also too. You learn from them, but you also learn from a lot of your wins too. And I think that that's something that we've just been trying to make sure that every single day that we're growing and learning, and that everyone's getting better individually so we can get better collectively as a group.